Finn Bálor shows solidarity with Dominik Mysterio with heartfelt tweet. The Judgment Day has faced numerous challenges in recent months, testing the stability of the faction. Liv Morgan lost her Women's World Championship. JD McDonough suffered an injury after a brutal bump, and Finn Bálor came up short in his attempt to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship from Braun Breaker. These setbacks have raised questions about the group's unity and direction. Despite these obstacles, the Judgment Day has managed to stay intact. However, tensions have been evident, particularly between Bálor and Dominik Mysterio. Their relationship has been strained, with frustrations boiling over due to their individual failures. Yet, on the March 24th edition of Monday Night Raw in Glasgow, Scotland, the group showed signs of cohesion once again, suggesting that they may be back on the same page, at least for now. One of the major turning points of the night was Bálor and Mysterio working together effectively during their tag team match. Although their teamwork had faltered in recent weeks, their performance in Glasgow indicated a renewed sense of unity. The two superstars set aside their differences, displaying the kind of chemistry that had previously made them a dominant force in WWE. Meanwhile, JD McDonough's absence due to injury has left a noticeable void in the faction. Known for his relentless in-ring style and willingness to take risks, McDonough had become an integral part of the Judgment Day's success. With his return date uncertain, the group has had to adapt, forcing other members to step up and fill the gap. Damian Priest, the reigning WWE World Heavyweight Champion, has taken on a more prominent leadership role, ensuring that the Judgment Day remains a powerful entity. Liv Morgan's championship loss has also added another layer of complexity to the faction's struggles. After months of dominance, her defeat was a significant blow, raising concerns about the group's momentum. However, Morgan remains determined to reclaim her title, and her presence at the Judgment Day ensures that the faction still has a strong female competitor in its ranks. The internal conflicts within the Judgment Day are not new. The faction has always had its fair share of disagreements, but what sets them apart is their ability to bounce back from adversity. Even with occasional disputes and failures, they continue to push forward, proving that they are more than just a collection of individual wrestlers. They are a family bound by ambition and dominance. Looking ahead, the Judgment Day's future remains uncertain. While their recent performance on Raw suggests they have regained their footing, it is unclear whether their unity will last. With major events on the horizon, including potential championship opportunities and high-stakes rivalries, the faction will need to stay focused to remain at the top. For now, the Judgment Day has weathered yet another storm. Whether they will continue to stand strong or eventually implode due to mounting tensions remains to be seen. One thing is certain. As long as they are together, they will remain a formidable force in WWE, ready to take on any challenge that comes their way. Finn Bálor displays unwavering support for Dominik Mysterio amid Judgment Day turmoil. WWE Raw witnessed another chaotic night as tensions ran high within the Judgment Day faction. Finn Bálor, one of the stable's veteran leaders, showcases unwavering support for Dominik Mysterio despite recent setbacks. The latest turn of events unfolded during Braun Breaker's Intercontinental Championship defense, where Mysterio, alongside Carlito, attempted to interfere on behalf of Penta. However, their plan ultimately backfired, leading to a disqualification and further complicating Judgment Day's internal dynamics. Failed strategy cost Mysterio and Carlito. Heading into the match, Dominik Mysterio seemed determined to prove his worth and strengthen his standing within the Judgment Day. He had suggested the idea of recruiting Penta into the group, believing that the high-flying luchador could be a valuable asset. However, the execution of this plan proved to be a disaster. Mysterio and Carlito appeared poised to tilt the match in Penta's favor, hoping to weaken Breaker enough for a decisive victory. As the bout intensified, Mysterio saw an opportunity to interfere and struck Breaker from behind. Unfortunately for him, the referee caught the attack, immediately disqualifying Penta and handing Breaker a controversial victory. What followed was an even bigger shock to Mysterio. In an attempt to solidify Penta's loyalty to the Judgment Day, he handed him a steel chair, expecting him to use it against Breaker. Instead, Penta made a surprising decision, turning the weapon on Mysterio himself. This betrayal instantly shattered any hopes of Penta joining the Judgment Day, leaving Mysterio humiliated and vulnerable. Bálor's response in Judgment Day's internal conflicts. As the fallout from the failed plan unfolded, Finn Bálor, who had already been involved in the attack against Breakker, displayed visible frustration. Unlike Mysterio, Bálor had never trusted Penna to be a suitable addition to the Judgment Day. He had harbored doubts about Penna's commitment and felt that Mysterio's attempt to bring him into the fold was a miscalculation. Despite his frustration, Bálor ultimately chose to stand by his stablemate. Rather than allowing Mysterio's failure to create a rift within the faction, Bálor swiftly joined him in attacking both Penna and Breakker. This aggressive display sent a clear message. Bálor and Mysterio were still aligned heading into WrestleMania 41, and their bond remained intact despite recent missteps. Finn Bálor's public show of loyalty. Following the chaotic scene on Raw, Finn Bálor took to social media to reaffirm his support for Dominik Mysterio. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, Bálor emphasized the strength of their brotherhood within the Judgment Day, acknowledging that disagreements and setbacks are natural but should not define their relationship. Anyone who is brothers knows things aren't always smooth. Ups/downs and disagreements are normal, but real brothers can move past that. I got you at Dom Mysterio 35. This heartfelt message resonated with fans, as it reinforced Bálor's leadership role within the faction and his commitment to keeping the group united despite internal challenges. His words also suggested that he was willing to mentor and guide Mysterio through the highs and lows of their faction's journey. What's next for the Judgment Day? With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, the stakes have never been higher for the Judgment Day. The faction has faced its fair share of internal struggles, but Bálor's reaffirmation of loyalty to Mysterio could play a crucial role in maintaining stability. One major question remains. Will the Judgment Day continue to operate as a cohesive unit, or will further cracks emerge? While Bálor and Mysterio appear to have patched things up for now, their struggles with maintaining dominance in WWE's power structure could lead to more internal conflicts. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley have also been dealing with their own issues, adding further uncertainty to the group's future. Meanwhile, Braun Breakker, fresh off his controversial victory, will undoubtedly be looking for retribution. Having been the target of Judgment Day's interference, he could seek revenge, further escalating tensions. Additionally, their struggles with maintaining dominance in WWE's power structure could lead to more internal conflicts. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley have also been dealing with their own issues, adding further uncertainty to the group's future. Meanwhile, Braun Breakker, fresh off his controversial victory, will undoubtedly be looking for retribution. Having been the target of Judgment Day's interference, he could seek revenge, further escalating tensions. Additionally,